Hi there. The project for today is this Made in Mexico Stratocaster. What we're going to do today is we're going to change this pickguard over to a JD custom pickguard. It sounds pretty good like it is. It's certainly not bad. These are Fender noiseless pickups. So, you know. But the owner got to try out some JD custom pickups and really liked them and wants to set in this guitar. So I'm going to show you what it takes to change this over from a standard Mexican Stratocaster over to a JD custom pickguard equipped Stratocaster. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of capos on the strings, and the reason I do this is just keeps a bit of tension in the headstock and helps the strings to survive being loosened and tightened much better. So I'm just loosening the string and I'm pulling it up to maintain some tension. So alternatively you can do this while you're changing your strings, but these are brand new strings, so we're going to keep the strings. So now I take out the pickguard screws. These are the ones just around the outside, not the ones near the pickups. I'll lift the pickguard. Okay, I'll lift it right up. I'm going to work the strings across the pickups so that I don't scratch the pickups at all. Or I don't scratch the surface at all. Okay, now I've got the pickguard is out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it from the guitar by clipping these wires here. The black wire goes to your tremolo ground, and the white and black leads that go to your output jack. Now you notice I just left the wires clipped there so that when somebody wants to put this in a different guitar, they know which wire goes where. So I'll set that aside. We're also going to change the output jack. This one's quite worn, and the JD custom set does come with a new output jack. So while it's still in the guitar, I'm just going to loosen off the old one there. So here's the jack that comes with the JD custom kit. Okay, so I'm going to find a hole that leads from one cavity to the other cavity here, and I will thread these two wires through it. I want to make sure that these wires here aren't interfering with this jack at all, so I tuck them down over here before I push this back down into the guitar. I snug those up, and then I take my JD custom pickguard. This is actually the store packaging. These wires are pushback wiring, wires that come with it. So those are very easy to set the leads free there. The stock wiring here is standard wiring, so I have to strip a little bit of the end there. Just set that. So I'm going to take this. This is a dryer sheet. I'm just going to wipe that a little bit on here, just where the pickguard goes. I'm also going to wipe the underside of the pickguard. This is just in case. Sometimes a new pickguard will cause some static, so if you run your fingers across the boards, you'll hear through your amp. So rubbing it with the dryer sheet seems to take care of it. I've already peeled the top protective layer off this, so I'll do the top as well while I'm at it. So now we're going to hook it up. Quite easy to do. On the little connector block, there's a black pole and an uncolored pole. So first thing you do is you take your little flat screwdriver, you loosen it off all the way. Then I'm going to take my two black wires and I'm going to twist them together a little bit. I'm going to insert them as far as they'll go into the black side there. I don't know if you can see with my fingers in the way. And then I will tighten this down good and snug. Notice that I'm holding the connector block as I do it, just to give it a little bit of support. And the white which is our signal lead. It goes same thing on this side. We tighten that down. So now I'm going to carefully rotate this. Plenty of length. I'm going to double check the leads, make sure that they're good and tight by giving them a little snug or a little tug. They're good. Slide this back under the strings. Settle the board down and it fits very nicely. Every single screw hole lines up perfectly. So I'll just put back the screws. Once that's done, I start tuning back up to pitch. The guitar is tuned. I've stretched out the strings to get it to kind of settle in a little bit, and I adjusted the pickup heights to the same height that I specify in the instructions. So we'll start again. And then when I flick this switch, the front pickup comes on at all times, so that this is now the back pickup position on the selector with this switch in the back position is now these two pickups. And then this one becomes all three. And then this is these two, responding to the back tone control. This is these two, but it also responds to the front tone control. That's just the front. So, it's all done. We're just waiting on the owner. He'll be here about next week. We're going to put a new neck on it. This neck, the frets are quite worn. So we're going to put a new neck on it and set it up. And then keep an eye on the Street Corner channel. And there'll be a video of this guitar being played by its owner, who is a much better guitarist than I am. See you then.